There is sensitivity inside the firm over how it emerged in January last year that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex intended to reside initially in Canada and were considering giving up their royal roles. Buckingham Palace, Clarence House and Kensington Palace took the rare step of issuing a joint statement condemning the series, but they did not stipulate what exactly they were criticizing in the first episode, which aired on Monday night. The three royal households said, "A free, responsible and open press is of vital importance to a healthy democracy. However, too often it is overblown and unfounded claims from unnamed sources that are presented as facts, and it is disappointing when anyone, including the BBC, gives them credibility. It is unclear what they are referring to, especially as they were not given advance copies of the series, though it is understood the BB did put questions to them." The programme, presented by the BBC's media editor Amol Rajan, included suggestions that courtiers leaked negative stories about Meghan, 40, and that there was competitiveness between the royal households. But officials are thought to be more concerned about what will be aired in the second episode next Monday, which is expected to explore the rift between William, 39, and Harry, 37. This, along with a scandal over Prince Andrew's friendship with the pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, has cast a shadow over the past 2 years on the Queen's reign. Senior officials are said to be worried it will include claims the brothers used their advisors to brief against each other. It is also feared that it will be stated William's staff were somehow involved in leaking the revelation that Harry and Meghan intended to live abroad and quit their royal duties. The first program also featured Meghan's lawyer Jenny Afia, from the legal firm Schillings, who rubbished claims that Meghan bullied palace staff. Reports in March accused the Duchess of driving out 2 personal assistants and humiliating staff on several occasions, which she denies. An investigation has been launched by Buckingham Palace and it has tasked an external legal team to assist its human resources staff looking at allegations made against the former Suits actress. Ms. Afia said, "Those stories were false. This narrative that no one can work for the Duchess of Sussex, she was too difficult and demanding as a boss and everyone had to leave, it's not true." It has been claimed William banned aides from briefing against family members after seeing the fallout of his parents' actions. William's reported decision to bar the BBC from airing on its channels an upcoming charity Christmas Carol concert involving the Duchess of Cambridge may be the tip of the iceberg in what appears to be a major row with the BB. A source has claimed the Duke of Cambridge would have to seriously consider any further projects after BBC Two aired the first part of the 2-episode The Princes and the Press documentary. Days after the first episode of the documentary aired, the royals remain united in their response to the BBC, according to a source. They told, "It's fair to say that while the response to what has happened is being driven by the Duke, there is complete unity among all 3 royal households. You really couldn't get a cigarette paper between them. There is a serious issue of integrity at stake here." Another source, described by the Mail as a friend, claimed Prince William remains bruised by the Martin Bashir scandal. They said, "The whole Bashir scandal is still very raw for him, and now this." Following the publication of the inquiry, Prince William issued a blistering statement, in which he spoke about his incredible sadness at the corporation's failings. The broadcaster's royal correspondent, Nicholas Witchell, spoke of an irritation within the firm at the expense of the BBC. He said, "There is undoubtedly irritation in the royal households, but especially at Kensington Palace and especially on the part of Prince William. We must remember that he still feels really quite aggrieved at the BBC over the Panorama interview with his mother, Princess Diana. These feelings are very raw, and they have been exacerbated by these 2 programs, The Princes and the Press." Earlier this week, the BBC said the documentary was about how royal journalism is done and features a range of journalists from broadcast and the newspaper industry. On Wednesday, BBC Chairman Richard Sharp was asked at the Voice of the Listener and Viewers Autumn Conference about the claims Kate and Prince William had decided to snub the BBC and instead offer their charity show to the rival ITV. He said, "The BBC is a national institution and we approach our relationships with the other national institutions with great care and thought. The royal family is at the center of our identity, its underlying importance is unequivocal. We have tremendous respect for all aspects of the royal family and what they undertake and do. From time to time, this organization produces programs which may or may not meet with full agreement with different parts of the establishment. Our job is to get that right, to be independent, to be respectful." Earlier this week, it was claimed Kate is to lead a charity carol concert at Westminster Abbey in early December while Prince William looks on among the public. The unique show was all arranged to be on BBC One, a source has claimed, but it is now reportedly set to be aired by ITV. ITV's royal editor Chris Shipp reported sources at his broadcaster saying they were only made aware of the offer late last week and that contracts are still being negotiated. An ITV source said of the late commission, "It was unusual for it to come to us this late." Mr. Shipp added the Christmas special is being made for ITV by BBC Studios, not an unusual practice, as the studios also made a documentary on the Duchy of Cornwall for ITV in 2019.